How are you doing today, sir?
Good.
Good. What is your name?
Mike.
Mike, I am Brian. Nice to meet you.
Oh, nice to meet you.
Now you should be able to hear me better in the helmet.
Yep.
So, where do you live?
Alpine, Oregon.
Okay.
30 miles south of Corvallis.
Okay. And what was the special occasion that brought you out here?
Our corporate pure cohesity team.
Cool. So, what do you do for the company?
Well, I'm a customer. I work for
Okay.
Good Samaritan, and I use their products.
Gotcha. So, they just brought you out here as a reward then?
I guess, yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and get you in the drive. Where would you like to start in the group? More towards the front? More towards the back? Do you have a preference?
Front's fine.
Front's fine? Okay. I'll let them know. Just to review a couple of things. For my hand signals, a closed fist means to brake.
Yep.
A hand moving up means to lift off the gas. A hand
Okay.
pointing straight ahead means to accelerate.
Okay.
All around the track we do have cones. Every color represents a different action. Go ahead and follow our lead car. When we reach the yellow cones on the track, that's when you lift off the gas. When you reach the red cones, that's when you brake. When you brake, brake with the wheels straight, because when you're braking, you're taking the weight off the rear tires. At the orange cones, when you turn to the green, have a nice wide arc into the corner. Leave a few feet as a safety margin. If you use every inch of the road, you don't have any room for error. Now, when you're following our lead car, you can stick right with them. If you're picking up your speed, he will pick up his speed. His goal isn't to hold you back, it's to guide you.
Okay.
So what kind of vehicle do you normally drive?
I have a BMW 335D diesel.
Okay, nice.
It's got 3-inch straight pipes
Really? Cool.
and 275,000 miles. I've had it since
Really?
2010.
Wow.
Gets really good diesel mileage.
That's good.
36 to 40 miles a gallon.
That's pretty good.
I'm beginning to wonder if it's going to nickel and dime me to death, though.
Yeah. Just with the maintenance?
Well, the engine is probably going to go to 1 million miles, but, cars just, it does stupid stuff like the wheel sensors go out and it's $200,
Well, that's a lot of mileage for a car, though. So that's something to be expected in time to have to do that maintenance. So how do you like to spend your free time? Any passions, hobbies?
Yeah, I have a farm and I've got horses. I like to ride in the wilderness and got cows and pigs.
Really? Now, have you always lived in the Northwest?
Yeah. I came to Oregon in 1998 and I was born in North Idaho.
Okay. Yeah, I grew up in Wisconsin, spent most of my life there, and then the last 3 years in Atlanta.
This must be a fun job to ride with strangers.
Not
And
too bad. I mean, it can be frightening at times. 99 times out of 100, it's really fun. 1 time out of 100, not so much.
So what do you do with those guys? Did you just pull them over to the side of the road and stop them?
No, I mean, so you bring them back to the pit lane in that situation.
Oh, okay.
If they're not listening to you. Because if you stop at the side of the road, imagine on the straightaway someone going by at 160, that's even a bigger safety issue. So yeah, I mean, usually you can. I actually have never brought somebody back in, and I've been here for 5 years.
Oh, wow.
So I've never brought.
You travel all around with these guys, right? So different racetracks all over the world.
Correct. Yep. So we go all over North America. So we were in Sonoma last week. We're heading to New Jersey next week.
And you haul these cars in them tractor trailers?
Correct. And then they fly us around.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I usually do about 25 to 30 weekends each year.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of travel.
So do these cars run all day on a tank of gas?
No, we usually have to fill up the fries at least 4 times.
Oh, really? How big is the gas tank?
It's pretty big. It just doesn't get much for gas mileage.
Oh, like
because
1 mile a gallon?
Yeah, maybe like 3 or 4.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I
so
mean,
if you use this as a commuter car, you'd
not
be
necessarily, because here we're going full throttle for the majority of the lap.
Mm-hmm.
When you're doing that on the public roads, you're not doing that.
Oh, right.
And the car will actually probably get pretty good gas mileage, because being a turbocharged vehicle, it can have a smaller displacement and get the same kind of power.
Oh, okay.
So like for instance, this is a 3.9 liter V8. The 458 was a 4.5 liter V8 with less power because it was naturally aspirated.
So 3.9 liter, how many cubic inches is that?
I'm not sure.
Because I'm like old school. 'Cause I remember I had an old Cadillac when I was growing up in high school, and it had a 472 cubic inch.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I guess you could Google that, right?
Yeah. So what we're going to do is we're going to follow our lead car, and we're going to pull it onto the track. And you could stick right with him, like I said, because if you stick with him, he will pick up that speed. All right, let's go ahead and follow that car. You pretty excited?
Yeah.
This car's amazing.
I was like drinking from a fire hose with all the instructions.
It
so
is. Try to keep your thumbs in the notches. Right there.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Because then you never have to move the hands on the wheel. You can keep the hands in that position the entire time. So what we're going to do is we're going to stay to the right side of the road.
Okay.
Following our lead car. And yeah, you just stick right in his line.
Is this enough distance behind him?
That is perfect. That is perfect. And you can stick right with him, actually. So you go ahead and add that speed. We're going to track over to the left side of the road. And now we're looking for the orange cones up and over.
Yep.
At the orange cones at the far, that's where we're going to turn into the corner. The first turn, a big sweeping right-hand bend. One steering input connects both corners together. So look for the green cone, turning on in. Now look for the second green cone, and notice how one steering input connects both corners.
Yep.
So bring us around to the green, and now back over to the left side of the orange cones. We get nice and wide over to the cones, and now we're going to look for the green cone on the right side, and turn on in. Now adding that speed, and now we're going to stay over to the right side of the red cones. And now we're going to look for the green cone out your window. Go ahead and turn it into the green cone all the way to the inside, adding speed. And now look for the red cones up ahead and accelerate to them. All the way to the left and brake. This is one of the tightest turns of the track. Notice how wide it is here?
Yep.
Look for the green cone to see how tight it becomes. So it's actually a change in the track width. So that's what makes it so tricky. Now add that speed, look for the green cone. And we'll bring it over to the green cone. Look for the red cones, accelerate to them. All the way to the left side. And brake. And now we'll get around our green cones up ahead. Now once we get around the green cones, we'll let you go ahead and test that acceleration. So go ahead and accelerate. Side of the green. Nice. Now look for the orange cones up and over, and bring it up to the orange cones. Staying nice and wide. There we go. Now look for the green cone on the right, and turning in. This is the long straightaway. This is where you really get to test that acceleration. Go ahead and accelerate. So far.
Awesome.
Pretty good, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now once again, out to the orange cone, stay nice and wide. Look for the green cone though. Stay nice and wide and then turn in. There you go. A little more steering. The car has a little more grip there.
Yeah.
Over to the right side. Now look for the green cone out your window, turning into it. All the way to the inside. Adding that speed. Now look for the red cones. Accelerate to the red cones. All the way to the left. And brake. And once again, this is that really tight turn. So all the way up to the orange. Now back to the green cone on the inside. All the way to the right side. Picking up that speed again. And accelerate to the green cone. All the way to the left. And now accelerate to the red cones. Keep going. Keep going. And brake. Hard brakes. Now once again, we're going to round our green cones here. And then we'll have some fun down the straight. And go ahead and accelerate. Have some fun. All right, accelerate. Back to the left side, look for the orange cones, speed again. Now we're looking for the red cones and accelerates. Nice. And brake, hard brakes. Now off brakes, turn to the green. All the way to the inside. Now looking for the green cone up ahead and accelerate to it. Nice. Perfect. And brake, hard brakes. Now once again, we're going to route our green cones here. Nice. And then go ahead and accelerate down this right.
First time ever. Crazy, huh?
Amazing, right? Amazing that acceleration. You can see it's really progressive.
Yeah.
As it is turbocharged. Now let's go ahead and stay to the right side. We're going to follow our lead car back on it.